for tuning in to Chelle and Myka's channel again. I am Chelle. I actually am doing this video to show you how I do my wash and go. If you remember, my hair was a different color on the previous video, but I colored it recently this like a mahogany red violet tone, all in the back, on the sides, and then did just more of a red with some copper in the top area. So just something I thought would be cute for the fall. But it's time for me to shampoo my hair today. It's been this way now for about a week and a half actually. I try to shampoo my hair every week, but it's been busy, so I'm going to shampoo it today on camera so that you guys could see how I take care of my hair. Alright, stay tuned. I'm about to shampoo my hair. I do have psoriasis in my scalp, so I have to always make sure that I use something that's not going to irritate my scalp or make my psoriasis flare up. Now, I do have a medicated shampoo, but I don't use it all the time because I don't like the way it makes my hair feel. But I do have to use it sometimes if my scalp flared up really bad, but it's not that way. I'm fine right now, so I can go ahead and just use a regular shampoo. I still am going to use a medicated formula. I'm going to use the Care, their dry and itchy scalp anti-dandruff shampoo. This is really nice. That helps my scalp a lot in between the flare-ups, and I don't see many flare-ups while I'm using it. So I use that for the first shampoo. The second shampoo, I'm going to use the Care, their Natural Textures Cleansing Cream. That's a sulfate-free moisturizing curl wash. I really like this. I like the way that it smells. I like the way that it makes my curls feel, all of that. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and use the Deep Moisturizing Mask by Care Natural Textures. So let's get started. Okay, so I just applied the Dry and Itchy Scalp Shampoo by Care. I like this because you can actually like feel it tingling on the scalp, which always feel good to me. And okay, another thing, since my hair is now red hair color fades really quickly. So this is not a sulfate-free shampoo, so that's why I don't recommend it unless you really need to use it. It is going to strip some of my color out of my hair, but it's a part of just taking care of my scalp. My scalp has to come first. So yeah, the next one is a sulfate-free shampoo, so it doesn't strip as much. So that's nice. And I just let it sit on my scalp for a while, so that the medicated portion of it can actually work. Oh, and I also detangled with my wet brush. I love this. You probably heard of it by now, but it's called the wet brush. And this is really nice for detangling hair, and it doesn't hurt. It's great for kids too. So I use that. And now I'm gonna go sit under the steamer. We're about to get started with a wash and go. I must admit, I did not like wash and goes on me. I thought I could not wear a wash and go. Every time I tried it, I did not like. One of my stylist friends, she does her wash and goes all the time and they look great. And she actually, I feel like she taught me how to do a wash and go, finally, on my hair. So now I can wear wash and goes. I'm so excited. Okay, so these are the products that I'll be using today. Not all of them. I'm also showing like an alternative. Things that I typically use and like. You want to have like a water bottle handy with some water in it. And clips to keep hair out the way. You also want to, I normally start with a oil first. Then you could use, I use a cream on my hair. I rub a cream through. Lately I've been using the Design Essentials one. When I first went natural 4 years ago, this is the only thing that I used. And then I follow with a gel. I've always used the Care gel, but lately I've been trying out the Eco Styler, the original, with a liquid shine serum spray. I do. So first I'm going to apply the oil on my head. And then make sure. Then I'm going to apply the Design Essentials. Rub all of this through. Smells so good. Smells like cake. And I'm going to take a tiny section, clip this away. Want to make sure that the hair is really wet. See how when it's wet you actually can see, you can actually see that curl definition. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wet this area. And now apply gel to the comb and on the hair and comb it through. And what that does is it sets it in place. I know some people don't like to use gel on their hair, but to me it's what adds shine and keep that curl definition going. And keep it elongated where it doesn't shrink up so quickly. Like this area. And apply gel. Oh, let me show you. So I'm scooping the gel up. A nice sized glob. You see that? You're gonna just, and I've tried, I know some people use the Denman brushes and all, but the comb just works best for me. You want to make sure your hair is nicely detangled anyway. Making sure those curls are showing. So, well, after I put the gel on the hair, sometimes I like to spin it like it's a little rod set. Also note that styles like this will not work if you still have, if you're transitioning and you still have a lot of relaxed hair on your ends. You won't get a consistent curl pattern. You have to wait until your hair is curly from the root to the end to wear styles like this. I'm going to move on to the back. Right down. Add some gel. Oh yeah. Because of the amount of gel that I typically use in my hair, it is another reason why it's important that I put the oil and stuff on my hair beforehand, because that way it's still moisturized, it still have some oil underneath all of this gel. And in the front of my hair, my curl pattern is weaker. I think a lot to do with because I color up there so often, and when I do wear a weave, I leave hair out, my own hair out, and straighten it. But I actually, so some people would consider this to be heat damage. But I like my heat damage because I like having stretch to my hair, especially around my face. So I'm cool with it. Pretty much finished my whole head. Then I'm gonna wet it again. And then shake. Whip it around. Give it some movement and all. But that's that. Let's see. Okay. And I'm gonna sit under a hooded dryer and let it dry completely. If it's wet, whatever areas are wet, they're probably gonna frizz. So if you don't have a hooded dryer, you could use a blow dryer with a diffuser attachment to it. and then that way it won't blow the hair all over the place. It'll keep it in one space. You get from under dry, it will be hard, it will be crunchy, but I'll show you how to take care of that. All right, bye. Okay, hi, so I'm back. I finished my hair. It's completed. I was able to catch up with Myka. She came to the salon and got her hair done today as well. So we was able to go outside and take some pictures. So I'll be posting those. And can I really call it a wash and go? I don't know. That's what I call it. Because a wash and go is a style that you wash every day or you shampoo every day in the shower and then go. But winter time is coming, so you don't want to do that. And then with busy schedules, it's hard to do that. To take care of a wash and go unless your hair is really, really short. So this is my version of a wash and go. So I guess you could call it, some people would call it shingling, or defining the curl, separating and defining the curl pattern. Either way, this is my wash and go. I just also wanted to talk about how do I take care of it. So I oil my scalp only like once a week. Edge control. I do use edge control. I don't need to use any now because the gel is still so fresh. But once it starts to look a little rough around the edges, I typically use the Design Essential Sleek Edge Control. That's what I'll use on my hair in between on my edges. I'll also use the Design Essentials Reflections Liquid Shine Spray in between when it's just looking dull. Again, I don't use products necessarily in my hair every day. It's only when I see that it's missing something. Sleeping. You have satin sleep caps and satin pillowcases. I prefer pillowcases. Either one works, but just me personally, where when I use a pillowcase, it stays free and messy, and I like my hair to just get messier and messier over time, so I'm cool with that. Yet by it being a silky pillowcase, it doesn't dry, my hair doesn't dry out. My hair stays moisturized and the oils that's in my hair stays in my hair. So I typically use one of these. I keep saying I want to make some because I do know for a fact that these things aren't really silk or satin. I want to say they're probably polyester, but they're at least good to start with. I still recommend using one of these that you can find at a local beauty supply store or Sally's versus using a cotton pillowcase, because cotton definitely will soak up the oils and things that you put into your hair, where these will not do that. So those are typically the things that I use to take care of my hair in between. So thank you again for tuning in to Chelle and Myka. Chelle and Myka. Anyway, so Myka should be making a video as well soon. Hopefully we can get together. Our schedules, of course, always don't match up. But when we can get together and make a video, we definitely will. Good one. Bye.